already here in the ball game. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
Ruled a strike on the outside corner, 3-1.
Yeah, he probably won't have too big a dip in velocity the rest of the way. But the later this game goes, the more important it'll be to watch where his location is. That's probably the bigger concern.
And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th. Shane Victorino will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
And that'll get over the wall for a ground rule double, and that'll keep runners at second and third now with still nobody out. Daniel Nava will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And Molina will watch this one in for the first out. Dustin Pedroia will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
Another fastball. This one he gets by him. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Johnny Gomes will come on now and run at third base following the injury. David Ortiz will stand in now in one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame to this point, as he'll do so with the bases loaded.
And that key hit, it still hasn't shown up yet. And like you say, you got the bases loaded. You just wonder how many more of these opportunities are you going to get?
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
Fastball called strike, 1-2.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Now the 1-2 home to Ortiz. Look out, that one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
And he swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. And he can't track it down. A base hit. And that'll score the run from third. And don't look now, but the lead's cut to 2 here. Mike Napoli will be the batter, and he'll have a great chance to perhaps tie things up here. Fastball in there for a called strike.
All right, you're down 2 here. You've got the tying runs in scoring position with 1 out. This has to be a productive at-bat. Even if you don't reach base, you've got to get that guy in from third.
Oh, and Napoli really gets into this one as he sends a ball out to deep left field. And that ball is gone. It's grand salami time. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one, and it's now 5-3.
Talk about capping off a comeback in style. We ain't gonna have to look far to find the biggest at-bat of this ball game. There it is right there. A grand slam that gives him the lead here in the late going.
Seth Maness will get the call now as he'll try to get the final 2 outs here and get this one on to the 9th inning. Xander Bogaerts will be the first one to greet him here with the crowd still buzzing over the grand slam.
Yeah, that's not the way you want to exit a ball game, but time to turn the page here, and now that they've got a new guy in the pitch, they'll at least get a fresh start.
And he watches this one in there for a high strike. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
And now this is strike 2 called as he shakes his head. 2-2 now. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. A.J. Pierzynski waits on deck. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now a ground ball heading for the hole and through the hole as Peralta can't track it down. It's a base hit. A.J. Pierzynski will step in. A ground out victim as last time. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Now a chopper to first, might only get 1. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And pretty fortunate here as they do wind up getting the out at first, although the runner will advance to second. Will Middlebrooks will step in with a big opportunity to get that insurance run home from second. Oh, and a good at-bat with the runner in scoring position as this is into right center. That's a base hit. And that'll plate the run from second base, and the lead is 3 now at 6-3.
Well, I don't think they're in the clear just yet, but things are starting to look a little bit better after that at-bat. That makes this a 3-run lead now, 6-3. And now the hope is that the back end of that bullpen can go ahead and just finish this one off.
First pitch coming. Johnny Gomes stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Woo! 2-0 now. Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1. Swing hard liner to left center. And this is going to be a base hit for Gomes.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller, the thought is that you've got to get out there and hit the ball before it sinks. So that means if you're a right-handed hitter, you got to jump out there and pull it. And that's exactly what he did.
Shane Victorino is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
It's in the air, left field and deep. Headed back is the left fielder, but he won't get there in time. It's over his head. And this will score the run from second to make this a 7-3 game now. Daniel Nava will stand in. He popped out in his last time. And that misses for ball one.
Now he's going to have to punch his way off the ropes now.
Ball swung on and lifted in the air with some carry out towards left center. Borges is there to make the catch, and mercifully the side is finally... Johnny Gomes will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center. Yadier Molina will start things off here in the ninth. No sign of the closer just yet here in a 4-run ballgame.
Yeah, I think they'd love to get him a day off here, so they're going to hope that his services aren't required to finish this one off.
Koji Uehara will come on here. Not a save situation, but he'll try to close it out nonetheless. Yadier Molina will stride forward to lead it off, and I'd imagine he'll do so with some tired legs after being out in the field for that last half inning.
Yeah, that was a killer. He could probably use a minute or two on the bench, but he gets pressed right back into action here.
And the underhanded throw gets him for the out. John Jay will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. And he'll ensure that this ball stays foul, and a smart play, as that would have been a base hit if it had come back. Right back with another fastball. It's 0-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he is down on strikes again, so get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. First offering on the way. Now a ball lined into right field, and Victorino won't have a play on it. It's a base hit. Peter Borges will dig in. He singled his last time around. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Now a swing and an easy ground ball to first. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Well, you know, some late game heroics at the bottom of the 8th were what they rally back to win in front of a very enthusiastic home crowd.
And the Red Sox were led offensively this afternoon by this man, Shane Victorino. What a performance he turned in. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, Matty, he definitely led the way. You'll see there, he turned in a 4-hit performance, and that definitely keyed his guys to the victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB.